on WrestleMania Day.
I bet you Mother Nature is just pissed because the Undertaker is probably going to retire today.
So that podcast you just saw me listening to, S-Town, it's produced by the same people who have done This American Life and Serial. I've only listened to the first 2 episodes, but currently, really, really great, phenomenal stuff. All 7 episodes were released at the exact same time, kind of the Netflix model of things. More on that later in the week, but I'm really liking it. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I want to kind of finish it before I delve too far. But who am I kidding? We're all here for WrestleMania.
Like you mean over the
the entire history of today.
The men's superstars of all time. And Triple H dropping it.
So it's the morning after WrestleMania, and it was a pretty great show. I would say it's one of the best ones in the last few years. Obviously, I got to go and attend last year's WrestleMania, and it was hampered a lot because of all the injuries that happened right before the show, so they scrambled and tried to put on the best thing that they could. I still had a fun time, but admittedly, maybe not the best WrestleMania of all time. This one was pretty solid. I feel like it really lagged in the last 4 matches. It was Undertaker's last show, which is very important to me. I remember his first match ever back in 1990, and to watch him grow and evolve as a character over that time, it's been pretty crazy. And to have seen his last match is now makes me feel super, super old. But overall, pretty fun show. There was some fluff matches, but you need those in between like the big moments. They felt kind of rushed at the end because they tried to cram, 4 matches into 30 minutes, but they got what they needed. We got what we needed. Cool, thank you so much. You too. So I had to take my car in to get my oil changed today, which means I had to Uber myself home like a pleb. Car's picked up. I even got a little power bar for my phones and iPads and all my electronic devices, and I'm totally exhausted. I want to go back to bed, but I can't. I have 9 hours of work to go and do. Adulting is hard. Alright, because I said I would, let's talk about S-Town. If you know me, I'm a huge, huge fan of podcasts. And so I've listened to tons and tons of audio, but one of the big ones, as long with everybody else on the planet, I listened to Serial years ago. I'm a big fan of This American Life already. If you haven't seen the video I did about Ira Glass, kind of tipping my hat there a little bit. But Serial comes out, produced by This American Life, done by Sarah Koenig, and it is phenomenal. And I think it has partly to do, it's a murder mystery, which immediately makes it exciting to the general population. And it's current day, it's real life, and you can actually go online and actually follow along and see what's going on with this real person. And they had actual real updates going through this podcast. It was so good. And if you haven't listened to the first season of Serial, if I could actually pronounce that properly, you need to go and listen to this show. Second season, really not that good, in my opinion. But the first season is so killer. And since that time, I've just really wanted to be listening to a podcast that filled me with that same excitement. And S-Town almost gets there. It's not as edge of your seat, like I need to know what's going on with this story, but it's solid. Like, it's a really good, well-told story, to the point where even though it is true, the first episode I listened to, I was convinced that this was like a made-up fake story. And then it kind of keeps going on and going on to find out that it is actually a real, true story with fascinating characters and kind of twists and turns to what you originally are going through, kind of as this pivot, and it's this different story altogether. And then kind of as another pivot to be what it truly is about. And the annoying thing, though, I was having a conversation with a coworker about this, is that for both Serial and S-Town, the annoying thing is that somebody knows what really happened. Somebody knows. But we don't. And it's so frustrating to be like, I just want to know what the truth is. Can we ever get to the truth? I don't think we ever will. Anyways, S-Town, good. All 7 episodes were released all at once, Netflix style. You should go listen to it if you have about, 7-ish hours to spend. Or you can just go 2 times it, and you'll be done in 3.5 hours. It's like half a day of work. You're not really doing anything anyways. I see you. I see you. I'm beautiful. I'm a new man. Just got my stitches taken out. Now I can just look like... the Frankenstein monster. Did you know that Frankenstein is not the scientist? I mean, did you know that Frankenstein is the scientist? Jokes work better when you tell them the right way. As we end with another week, I'm very excited about this new app called Clips. Not a sponsor. It's basically Instagram, Snapchat. I'm hipping with it. Those types of apps for your phone, iPhone, to share on social media. I love it a lot. I'm like a huge fan of it. And I completely realize that it's made for 12-year-old girls. But they know what is up. Bieber, One Direction. Are those still things? Probably not. What I'm trying to say is I'm tired and I need to go to bed. But Clips, it's fun. And because I didn't actually explain what Clips was, it's, adding the filters and the words and the things and the stuff. You saw 2 examples in this video alone. It's free. Again, not a sponsor. Really need to hammer that home.